Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nelo and you're watching Nelo Stitches. Today tutorial I'll be learning how to make this beautiful simple bubu kaftan dress. If this is what you're interested in, please keep watching. Like and share this video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. So I'll be cutting the front and the back together, and this is my fabric unfold. I use pin to secure it so that it will not be shifting, okay? I folded into two. This is it here. One, two for the front, one, two for the back. Okay, I folded them into two. And to know amount of fabric you fold is your sleeve length plus extra 2 inches. So the sleeve length I am working with is 17. That's from your center back neck to where you want the sleeve to stop. So in this case is 17 plus 2 inches, making it 19. So what I have here is 19 on fold. Okay, so you measure from your center back neck down to where you want the sleeve to stop. So the neck width I'm working with here is 4 inches. Neck depth for the back is 2 inches. So I'll not be using this savage side, as you can see. So the neck depth is 2 inches, and then the front neck depth is 10 inches. Okay. So for the sleeve, I said you measure from your center back neck down to where you want it to stop. So for this front neckline, I'm going to go in by 1 inch. Okay, I'll mark 1 inch like so, and then I'll connect it straight to the neck width with my ruler like this. Okay, so you can also mark your shoulder divided by 2 plus your sleeve measurement. Okay, maybe your shoulder is 16 divided by 2 will give you 8. Maybe where your sleeve will stop will be like 10 or 9. You add that. Okay, so that is another way of marking that. So here I'm going to mark my sleeve opening. My sleeve, I'm using 11 inches. Okay, 10 inches, 1 inch for sewing allowance. I'm going to mark the same. I'm going to mark the hip line now, which is 23 inches. Okay, so I'm not using, as you can see, my tape did not get to that black part. I'll be cutting that off the savage area. Okay, so I'm just using it as a guide as to where I'm going to start marking. So on the hip line, I'm going to mark the hip divided by 4 plus 5 inches extra. So you can decide to use 3 inches, you can decide to use more than 5. All depends on your client or your preference, how full you want it. Okay, so here I'm marking the length. The length I'm working with is 40, is 39 plus 2 inches sewing allowance, folding allowance, that I'm marking 41, sorry, marking 41. Okay, so on the hip line, I'm going to measure what I have on the hip line, and I will mark exactly the same thing to the hem line. Okay, remember I marked the hip divide by 4 plus 5 inches, so that includes the sewing allowance also. Okay, that includes the sewing allowance, and then I'll measure what I have there like this, and is 16. I'm going to go mark that at the hemline here like so. Okay, and then I'll connect that with a straight line up to the hip line like this. Okay, and I'll connect from the hip line to the sleeve opening side. So when I get like 2 inches before there, I'll just curve it like so, like this. Okay, like 2 inches before the 10 inches we mark, you just curve like this. So here I'm going to start cutting it out. So now I'm going to cut the back neckline first of all. And then I'm going to cut out this savage area. Okay, this black line, this black part here, I'm going to cut it off because it's not part of the measurement. Okay, and then the sleeve side, I'm going to trim out a little bit of an excess that I have there. I'm going to trim it off like so. And then now I'll be cutting the front neckline. So you just raise this up like so, and then you cut, okay, so that you will not cut together with the back panel, okay. So here we are done with the cutting. So in case you want to put pockets, you just measure your maybe your half waistline, okay. You measure from the shoulder like 17 or 18 down from the shoulder, and you notch from that 17 inches you mark 7 inches down in case if you want pocket, but this one is not going to have pocket. So I'm just going to join the two shoulders together, okay. So I've done that, and I'm going to measure what I have on the neckline. I'll measure the neckline round. So you measure the neckline round, whatever you have, that is what you are going to use to cut your. So here what I have is 31 inches. So I'll be using a black crepe for this. So this is a crepe material. You can use a doll face for this also. So, or duchess, anyone you have. So here is 5 inches width, and the length is more than the 31 inches I measured on the neckline. So the length is almost 36, is one yard. The length is 1 yard, the length is 36, okay. So it's better too much than not enough, okay. So when after sewing, you're going to cut off excess. So for the design at the front, this is the material I'm going to be using. So when I was marking, I noticed my camera stopped showing, so I'm going to show you what I did. So it's 11 by 11, okay. The width is 11, the length is 11. So I went up on this side by 3 inches. I marked like so, okay. And from this other part, I also come down by 3 inches and I marked, okay. And I find the midpoint of 11 inches, which is 5.5. So guys, you can just be creative with this. I'll do the same to this one also. So just be creative and just, you know, just be creative. So I'll just take it straight. Can use a ruler. So I'm going to use my ruler to do this. I'll just take it straight to this part, and this other side I'm also going to mark it straight. So you can do any design of your choice. Just be creative, do something, okay. So I'm trying to get the exact design the client sent, okay. So that is what I'm trying to see if I can get, and I think I tried. I was able to get something similar, okay. So you can make yours bolder than this one, okay. You can make yours bolder. So at least I tried. Now it's coming out small. So I'm going to go iron this out. I'll be folding in half inch round, and I will iron, okay. I will not put any interfacing. So here is this one. I folded into two and iron. So I'm going to place it like so, like this. On the right side of the dress, you sew round the neckline. You'll be sewing it round the neckline until you get to the end part here, okay. So I'll go and do that, and I'll come and show you guys the next thing to do. So here I've done that. So I'm just going to cut off the excess I have, and I'll flip it over like this and push this inside. So I'm trying to do this. I notice it's not falling off, and then when I checked, I realized I sew past the neckline where I'm supposed to stop. So I'm just going to go and lose it and resew it, which I have done now also. So when I flip, as you can see, I passed this line. So now that I've done that, as you can see, is relaxing, okay. So I'll push this inside also. It's relaxed perfectly well, okay. So you just stitch this together and iron. And then after you do that, you sew this together and iron. After you do that, you just place this one. I've ironed in the half-inch round. So this is the midpoint. I marked it. I'm going to make sure I place it at the middle of this what will I call this? Is it collar? And then you sew round, okay? You sew round, just put it at the middle of the collar, and then you sew round. I've done that already also, and our dress is almost ready. So this is what it looks like, guys. I tried though. I get this design small sha. So what I'm going to do is to fold this, the sleeve side, okay? Is to fold the sleeve side, folding with 1/2 inch. This is the sleeve, this is the armhole. So you can serge this before you start folding. You can weave it before you start folding. You fold 1/2 inch and fold it, and fold 1 inch again, and then you sew, okay? So after that, you just place your dress right sides facing each other and shape the side with 1 inch from the sleeve side. From the sleeve side here, after you have torn the sleeve opening, okay, you shape down with 1 inch, and then you fold the down part also. So here, guys, I've done that. I've shaped the side, okay, I shaped the side, and I also folded the down part of the dress, and it's ready. So I'm just going to put it on the mannequin for us to see how it looks. So like I said, you can make this your patch bigger or smaller, all depends on you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and share this video. Biko, I beg, make una like the video, okay? And I will be seeing you in my next tutorial. I love you guys. Bye.